Today we're doing math page 161, 162. We're doing whole numbers as improper fractions. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths." Okay, we're going to look at the yellow box at the top, and the fact at the top says, number 1, to write 1 as an improper fraction, use the same number for the numerator and the denominator. So what they have here is they have 1 equals 2 over 2. They've used the same number for the numerator, top number, and the denominator, bottom number. And 1 also equals 3 over 3. Notice they use both the numerator and bottom number denominator being the same as 3's. 1 can equal 4 over 4, or 1 can equal 5 over 5. So what we're seeing here is 1 can equal anything over itself. I could write 100 over 100, and 1 equals that. 1 could equal 19 over 19. And these pictures here kind of gives us an idea why it's true. Well, yeah, 1 whole. Here we have 1 whole, but it's also 2 parts, and so it's 2 out of the 2 parts there. Another way to write a whole number here, we've got 3. Well, it's true, we have 3 different ones right here. So 3 is correct. There's 3 circles. But we also have 2 and 2 over 2. Look, we have 1, 2, and we have the 2 over 2. And it's the same thing as 3. And we've got the same idea over here, where we've got 3, there's 3 circles. But it also could be counted as 2 and 3/3. Here's the 3/3. Let's go ahead and go to class practice number 1. It's asking us to write as an improper fraction. Well, 1 equals what over 6? And if we go back, remember any number over itself equals 1. So 1 equals what over 6? It'd have to be 6 over 6. B, 1 equals what over 10? It'd have to be 10 over 10. C, 1 equals what over 4? It'd have to be 4 over 4. D, 1 equals what over 8? 8 over 8. E, 1 equals what over 3? 3 over 3. So those are pretty easy. Any number over itself is going to equal 1. Number 2, it says write as improper fractions. Use the same number for the numerator and the denominator. And so here we can kind of do anything we want here. The first one that came to my head was 7 over 7. You could also do 8 over 8, 4 over 4. So I'm going to put some in, but you don't have to do the same thing as me. The only thing that matters, though, is that your numerator, your top number, is the same as your denominator, your bottom number. I'm just kind of making up numbers here, writing them in, making sure my numerator and denominator are the same. Here I'll do a bigger number here. 193 over 193. And I'm okay if you do something different than what I've done. Just make sure all 5 of these are different. Don't have 2 over 2, 2 over 2, 2 over 2. Though that would work, that would be true. I want you to be creative and come up with some separate answers for this one. Number 3, it says to complete this ruler, use only mixed numbers. So we have start with 0, and then it's 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 1. 1/4, 1 and 1/4, 1 and 2/4, 1 and 3/4, 2. Next would be, and I can't squeeze it in there, but you'll have to write it in, 2 and 1/4. And the next one would be 2 and 2/4. And then the next one would be 2 and 3/4. Now, if we had to write another one, you might think, well, it'd be 2 and 4/4. But think about it. 2 and 4/4 is the same as 3. You have 2 and then you have 1 here, and you put those together and you get 3. Let's turn the page over and we'll look at number 4. It says to fill in the blanks with the correct numbers. We have 3 equals 2 and something over 4. 3 equals 2 and 4/4. Put those together. 2, 4/4. Well, 4/4 equals 1. You add it to your 2 and it's 3. So this makes sense. 3 equals 2 and 4/4. 5 equals something in 3/3. Well, we know that 3/3 is 1. So I'm going to put a 4 here because 4 plus the 1 equals 5. C, we have 8 equals 7 and 2 over something. 7 and 2/2. Because 2/2 is 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. D, we'd put a 12 here. 13 equals 12 and 5/5. 12 and 5/5 is the same as 13 because you have 12 and then 5/5 is 1. Put them together and you got 13. 7 equals 6 and 9/9. F, 11 equals 10 and 4/4. G, 6 equals 5 and 5/5. H, 2 equals 1 and 3/3. I, 9 equals 8 and 8/8. Remember, any number over itself, 17 over 17, well, that would equal 1. And so whenever you have these numbers that are over themselves, they equal 1. And then you add whatever the whole number is, 8. 8 plus 1, well, that equals 9. Okay, number 5 tells us to write as a mixed numbers using one unit as an improper fraction. Remember, your mixed numbers is a whole number and a fraction. So we're having to do that here. We have 6 equals something, and we got to write it as a mixed number. So I'm going to take one number less, 5, and I could choose different numbers. I'll put 4/4. I could have 3/3 or 6/6. So I have 5 and 4/4, and that equals 6. Okay, B, I have 4, so I'm going to go one less, so 3 is my whole number. And then I need to put something as a fraction, any number, but it's got to be the same number in the top and bottom. And I'll do 1/1. C, I'll go one number less than 8, so I get 7. And I'll do 2/2. And that would be the same as 1. 7 plus 1 is the 8. D, put one number less, 2. I'll put 5/5. E, we have 5, so I'll put one number less. I'll put 6/6. Hopefully that made sense to you. You'll have to do the rest on your own. Maybe this will help you to understand it. These are dogs. Just kidding. Dogs are cute, though. I like dogs. I don't know which one would be my favorite here. They all look so cute. I wanted you to know something, though. Here's some more cute dogs. Kind of looks like a heart. Anyways, there's many different kinds of dogs. And I wanted you guys to know there's only one dog, though, that has a black tongue. There's one dog that has a black tongue. So I want you to try to guess what dog has a black tongue. And it's one of these four. It's the only dog that has a black tongue. It's either a golden retriever, a chow, a pug, or a black lab. So raise your hand if you think it's A. Golden retrievers have black tongues. Raise your hand if you think it's B. Chows have black tongues. Raise your hand if you think it's C. Pugs have black tongues. And raise your hand if you think it's D. Black labs have black tongues. I'll tell you, it's not A. And on purpose I put black labs, thinking you might think black labs with the word black. It's not black labs. The answer is chows. They have black tongues. There's a picture. Don't they look so cuddly? They're all furry and big. And look, black tongue. I wonder if you jumped on one, would you just bounce right off because they're so full of fur? They're cute. You know what else is cute? Pigs. Now all the pigs in the world, half of them are all in one country. I want you guys to try to guess which country that is. Raise your hand if you think it's A. Raise your hand if you think it's B. Raise your hand if you think it's C. And raise your hand if you think it's D. Alright, well, pigs are cute, but about half of the pigs in the entire world are in China. I like ice cream too. Have you ever heard somebody say, when pigs fly? What that means is, that'd be like if you said, hey, Mom, or hey, Dad, can I drive the car? And you guys are only 10 or 11 years old. They might say, yeah, when pigs fly. And what that phrase means is, well, pigs don't fly, and so you won't be able to drive the car yet. This is kind of a joke in this picture because it looks like they have like jet engines attached to the pig so he can fly. Looks like in this picture though pigs can swim. I didn't know that. That was fun talking about dogs and pigs. Go ahead and do the rest on your own. This is a funny picture because it's a dog dressed up as a pig.